lava. My name is Fili Setima Autagavaia. I am 10 years old. Oh, and this is my mama.
Malo soi fo manuia, malo le foe, malo le folau. So we're going to be working on how to do the Apa Fafano finger bowl that we Samoans present to our guests after they've had a meal. We're also going to show you how to serve a Ipu Tī, a cup of tea. These jobs are usually done by young people, such the age of Setima, 10 years and up, when it's safe for them to do so. We have our guests in the lounge talking to Te Papa, and we want to serve them a ipu or a cup of tea. And so we get the tray out. We've got a tray there. Sometimes we might cover the tray, but this is a nice silver tray. And then what we've got here is the cup and saucer. Now, because it's a li'i, a high chief, we want to serve them with a teacup. We call this Ipu Faisasa, Ipu that has a saucer, meaning a teacup, not just a mug. And we make a big deal out of this because if it's a li'i or a feau or something like that, we must serve them on a cup and saucer. If it's a tula fale or someone else, then it's just a normal mug. Okay, so it's a big deal that we get this right, all right? That's the milk, sugar, and then the kipoki or the teapot there, son. So we've made the coffee and half filled it. Now, a lot of people make the mistake of filling the coffee pot right up, but that in itself can be heavy for young people. And so what we want is just enough for a cup of, maybe 2 cups, maybe halfway down here, or even a third of the way, and you're ready to serve them. Because the kipoki is hot, what we want to do is move the mouth, the teapot opening away from you. So should you fall, it's not going to hurt you. Okay, you're not going to get burnt. But when you get to the table, you want to make sure that your guests, everything is ready for your guests. So make sure that the handle is towards them, that they can just pick it up like that. You might just want to move these things over just so that they don't have to reach for anything. Everything is there for them, okay? But before that, you want to make sure that you're safe to get there, okay? That you're not going to burn yourself on the way there. The other thing that we need to watch for is the track that they walk towards the table and back, that it's clear of obstacles that they might fall on. Children's toys are a common one that often lie around in the house. Our fala, because usually our Samoan fala, we have them in the lounge or in the area where we receive guests, and often they move around, they slip. So those are some of the things that we need to watch for. Young people, this is their job, to be in the kitchen serving the meal, but also one of the most important tasks is to take the Apa Fafano or the finger bowls. So Tima, we're keeping an eye all the time on our guests over there, who, just in case we miss it, and so we have to work very fast, okay? So what we've got here, son, is a bowl, and what I want you to do is just fill that up to here. You know, so this is not a bathtub for them, so you don't need to fill it up to the top. Just do maybe around down the bottom here, enough for them to wash their fingers in there, okay? Because we want to be careful that you don't burn yourself, make sure that we put some cold water in first and then turn the hot water tap on and then go back to the cold water again. Or we're doing cold water, then a little bit of hot water, and then go back to the cold water, and then just testing it before we take it out onto the table so that it's warm, so that we get a warm. And then after that, I want you to put some of the dishwashing liquid in there, just a little bit, so that we end up with a bowl of warm water or some dishwashing liquid. And then you want to test it. Is it?
Oh yeah, warm.
Warm, great. You don't want to burn your fingers with hot water. We don't want our guests to burn their fingers as well. Because this feau or this chore is done by young people or young children like Setima and younger, what we need to do is, rather than them, when an adult does it, they'll usually take the bowl and the plate with the towel on it together. But because it's our young children, what I'd like to encourage is that we teach them how to take the bowl out first, then take the towel over. And that way it's not too much for them, and we minimise the risk of them hurting themselves. Setima, you did really well today. Whaftai lava, eh? All those little things about making sure that our guests are comfortable. Those are all things that reflect on me and Papa, because me and Papa are there sitting with our guests and you're the one in the kitchen. Mum and Papa can be the front line and you guys are the back line, and together, hey, we're putting on a good hosting event for our friends and our guests that come over. You're our oldest grandson. It then becomes your job to teach your little cousins, Orly and the other little ones, as they get older like you do. The other thing I want you to remember, Tima, is do everything with a smile. And I know you've got the biggest smile, because it's no good doing all these things and yet we're banging the dishes down in front of them. Because right there and then we're saying to our guests, we don't want you here. Hey, you're banging the cups on their head. So doing everything with a smile, do everything quietly, putting things down quietly so that, they don't, without making any noise, minimal noise and things like that. That's all part of our job in the kitchen. This is what we call tautua. Tau means to struggle, tua is from behind. So all your work is done behind the scenes. And it is a struggle. I know that you want to be in your bedroom and, playing your devices, but that's the struggle. It's the sacrifice of your time and your smile and your skills so that we can host our families and our friends when they come over home. But a good tautua is minding yourself so that you are safe, not just tautua, but also being safe tautua, taking care of yourself and our guests. Love you.